Hey, Loose fan, how's it going? How do you know my age? Have I said my age before? The Halloween birthday does go crazy. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense, Loose fan. I was like, what the hell? How'd you know that? I'm actually gonna try 1 second. Hold on. I can probably reach it. There we go. That lighting's a little bit better. I think it's still a little bright, actually. There we go. That's better, though. You're wearing your Matthews jersey. That's your Halloween costume. I'll show you my Halloween costume. So, my Halloween costume. Oh god, my hat's out. This is my Halloween costume. Can you guess what player I am? I'm a player on the Leafs. That's what I'll give you. I'm gonna take off my helmet because I don't want to wear this helmet. I don't like wearing the helmet because I can't hear the music. It's too much for me. I'll wear the gloves though. I'll keep the gloves on, but I'm a specific Leaf player. That's your hint. The gloves are a hint. Missed these live streams, couldn't watch the first one because I had class. Yeah, I mean I haven't only done one so far, so it's not like I've done a ton. I do need to get the game pulled up. Hold on. So yeah, it's not like I've done a ton this year so far. Right, let's see. Why isn't this working? Hold on. Turn the music down slightly. I think it's a little loud. When we lost to Boston in overtime again on Saturday, I wanted to pull my hair out. Yeah, it was kind of it's frustrating couple of games there. That Matthews play, I think, is maybe one of the worst plays that he's ever made as a Leaf. I have never seen anything like that, and I know, you know, people are kind of blamed Marner a little bit since he didn't come back and help Matthews out there, but yeah, it was bad. It was not great. Sorry, I'm still trying to get there we go. Took me a while to get any sort of stream up, but finally got one. Finally got one that's working. At least you follow in the footsteps of the Canadians and release some heritage sweaters. I want it so bad. Yeah, I mean, would be nice. I'm gonna edit my chat here. I don't like. I've lost the transparency on my chat, and I don't know how to fix it, unfortunately. Really need to figure that out. Yeah, it would be nice for all original 6 teams to do that. I mean, I don't mind what Boston did, obviously, last year, and then kind of they have their heritage game jersey this year. I think that's fine. Technically, the Leafs already sort of did their 100th year, but you could also kind of re-up that because that included the Toronto Arenas and the St. Pat's, so you can make it like the official 100 years of the Leafs. But yeah, looks like we got the game starting here. So let's do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this, and do a little bit of that. And Seattle already with a chance, denied. Let me get my clock set up here as Wool makes a save. Yeah, it would be nice for all original six teams to do something like that, though. You know, the Leafs. I'm trying to remember exactly when they became the Leafs. I think it was sometime like 2027 or like 1927, something like that. But obviously the Rangers, the Hawks, and I think the Wings are all in 2026. Let me get... Oh man, that puck almost bounced right in front. This line of Tavares, Nylander, and Pacioretty had a fantastic night against the Jets. They were unbelievable. Max Pacioretty with 3 assists. Tavares a hat-trick. Nylander, I think, had 2 assists as well. They were dominant. I've worn this jersey all day. I feel a little bit hot, not gonna lie. That's fair. It's been a little chilly where I'm at. Not too bad, but it's starting to kind of feel like wintertime. This year's Bruins jersey seems so generic, doesn't give off a 100th anniversary vibe. I mean, I can see that. Shot saved there by Wool with right in front. Yeah, I can kind of see that, but it is also just like one game. That shot, I think, just got a piece of Wool there and went wide. Schwartz with a shot. That missed the net. Seattle with some pressure here early. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Archier. Dump it in. Tanev there to play it back. They moved the clock on me. Man. I think it's been a long time since I've streamed a TSN game. Because, my clock was all set up for Sportsnet. McCabe with a shot. Stopped. So it's Decord in the other net. Imagine losing to the Winnipeg Jets. So true. Couldn't be us. Couldn't be us. They, like, dominated the Jets for a while, and then they stopped, took a ton of penalties, and then they did well against the Jets again. Let me move chat over slightly so you don't see the scroll bar. I'm trying to remember if the Leafs won last year when I streamed on my birthday. I can't remember. I know they played against the Kings, but Matthews, good steal. Matthews to Riley. Gets up ahead to Marner. Marner trying to find Matthews, but it was in behind him, and now Seattle back the other way. Leafs have numbers back, though, so no big deal. This Matthews-Marner-Nyes line has had good weeks and bad weeks so far early in the season. But, I mean, their bad week was during the week where the entire team was having a bad week, but it was a bad week. It was not a very good one at all. I was really disappointed with a lot of Matthews' defensive game during the Columbus, St. Louis, Boston stretch. I was like, that is not the Matthews defense game that we know. Tavares, a little too slow there as a shot stopped. Will just gets the shoulder on it. And Burkowski gets knocked down. I don't think there'll be a call on that one. Anybody having any luck with the current wave of discount jerseys on the Ross/Marshall stores? I haven't been to any. I have seen. I mean, it's a little bit different in Canada because it is Marshalls, but I think it's a different Marshalls, and it's like it's Winners in Marshalls, not Ross. But I did see that someone found like a couple of jerseys for $60. One of them was the Sabres Winter or Heritage Classic jersey. It's a pretty good one. Was hoping for another Jersey Horror Story video like last year. Yeah, I kind of thought about it. I was thinking about something to do, but I couldn't really think of one in time. The only one that I like sort of thought about doing is maybe having like ranking every jersey that was like orange and black, something like that, doing some sort of theme in that way, but I don't know. I couldn't really think of anything great in my mind, or I just didn't really get to it. I definitely wanted to do something because, yeah, I had a lot of fun with those themed videos last year. They were goofy for sure. All right, face off outside of the zone. Fourth line out here of Camp. Robertson back in the lineup after after sitting a game. I think I'm assuming since Robertson's on this fourth line here, it's Reeves is the one that's out. Although I wasn't paying attention to the lineups. Robertson missed everyone, but Riley's still able to get it in deep. Tanev tried to center that, goes off the skate. Robertson there to pick it up. He lays it back there for Ekman Larson, who will play it out. You got a Kings breakaway for $30. That's pretty good. It's not too bad. Just like a regular home/away jersey, or that puck bouncing there. Beniers picks it up, trying to go around the net, harassed by Matthews. Beniers back on it. He'll ring it back to the point. Shot there by Larson goes high. Marner, ooh, pass right through the middle. Thankfully, no one home there for the Kraken, but no one was there for the Leafs either. Oh, that's going to be a penalty as Marner. So, Nige is kind of arguing for a penalty here too. He gets knocked down inside of the Kraken zone. Matthews following up, reaching for the puck. So let's see, yeah. Nyes gets knocked down. There's Matthews who reached for the puck, and he trips up his guy. That's a penalty. And that led Marner to be wide open. He would have easily had, like, a grade A chance. So Matthews, I was going to say he doesn't take penalties often. Apparently that's his first of the year. So, wow, Kraken is last 6 games, 6 power play goals. So they've been pretty good on the power play. Leafs had a not very good penalty kill last game against the Jets, although the Jets do have the best power play in the league right now. But every single goal the Jets scored on last game was with the man advantage, whether that was on the power play or with the goalie pulled. Marner trying to intercept that pass at the line. Just able to get it out. Black Farmer, home logo. You have a quick Reebok. Figured another one wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, it's $30, so why not? Leafs, good job stopping the Kraken entry here. It's one thing that the Leafs are really bad at with their power play. Their power play I think the biggest issue with the Leafs power play, obviously, is scoring. But their re-entry is just absolutely awful. They can't get into the offensive zone. Oh, here's the Kraken with a shot. And Wool just gets a little bit of it where I think Everly was wide open in the slot. Nice. Battling for it. He falls, but is able to get it right. Oh, and I think he drew a penalty off that too. Yeah, it looks like it. So great job by Nyes here, just battling off the boards. He was able to get it to his teammates, and he drew a call as well. Nyes he's been good. So yeah, here's Nyes battling for it. Beniers. I don't think that's a penalty at all, honestly. Maybe that's just me, but I do not think that's a penalty. Yeah, Eberle was trying to go top shelf there and just got a piece of it. Was Wool. Thank you, Nick. Happy Halloween. I went to the actual Stadium Series Devils Flyers games. So unpopular opinion, hoping to find one of the hard jerseys floating around. I mean, easy strip most of the time. That's I guess the one good thing about finding a Hart jersey is that most of the time you can find them for cheap, unless the person selling it doesn't really know. But you can usually find them for cheap and then just strip them. And Nylander steals, driving towards the net, and Decord makes the save. And man, Ekman Larson was still trying to fish for it. And that will be called. We'll go to intermission here. Well, I just realized I never post this. Do I care? I'm trying to think if I care to post this on Instagram or not. I'm okay. I'm alright. I was thinking about it, and I don't care. Yeah, but I wasn't really a massive fan of those Stadium Series jerseys. At least, I'm surprised how many people really liked the Devils one. You know, I think part of it, because those jerseys are so expensive now. Part of it, I do think it's because of just how limited they were, with them basically having the Jack Hughes name bar and recalling a lot of those jerseys, and then it made it even more limited. But people really liked them in the first place anyways. The Flyers one was really nice. I liked the Flyers one quite a bit. I don't know if I really liked it as the Stadium Series jersey in particular, but I liked it as a jersey for sure. Thought it was a very, very nice jersey. (2020, 2022, and 2023 were your favorite? 2020 was the Stars and Nashville, right? Yeah, Stars in Nashville. Didn't like the Nashville one. Do like the Stars one. I wish I got the Stars jersey. Preds one is underrated, but I'm biased. I like the little tiger on the shoulder, but I had that jersey. I ended up selling it. Oh, Domi finds an open guy, and nice save by Decord. It was Ekman Larson open in the far circle. Oh, I am thinking of the Winter Classic. You're right. You're right. So who's the Stadium Series? Avs, Kings, Lightning, Preds, Canes, Caps. Right. I am thinking of the Winter Classic. Avs, Kings. I like the Kings one. Like, legitimately, I do like the Kings one. The Avs one I like, but because it's bad. The Lightning Preds, I didn't like either of them. The Preds one, I guess I also liked because it's bad. Or at least I think it's bad. So here's this Leafs power play. They do get into the zone. And they've switched up a couple of guys. Nylander, Tavares no longer on this top unit. It's now Nyes and Pacioretty who have replaced them. Matthews with a shot. Stopped. Rebound. Nyes trying to go through the legs. And Decord holds on. And then Canes and Caps. I would probably say the Canes and Caps is the best one out of those three. They were creative, for sure. The problem, like, it was definitely unique, that Preds jersey, for sure. It was unique. Can't wait to see the Blackhawks versus Red Wings next Wednesday. Nice. That should be fun. Should be a good game. Would the Maple Leafs like a slightly used puncher bag? And some TJ Brody? No, I'm okay. We don't need TJ Brody back. Has he not been good? I was hoping for a bounce back year for Brody. Because Brody was awesome. The thing with Brody, like, literally, he was fantastic. At least maybe a little bit of a chance here that Matthews' pass was in his skates and his pass back missed Riley, so probably going to do it for the power play. Brody sucks. I want him off the Hawks. No. Oh, that's too bad. Like, Brody was, like, he was seriously unbelievable for the Leafs. He was by far their best defenseman from the time that we got him up until before last season. But just, he had, it was just such a fall off. And I was hoping that he would have a bounce back year, but I mean, it sounds like he doesn't. He's not having one, which is really, really sad. That's too bad. I mean, like, he's got to still have some of that in there. Because it was literally like night and day going from one year to the next. Like, it was... He did not have any signs of slowing down before last season. And then last season, it was just like a completely different player. That's really too bad. Gets bounced off the puck way too easy. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's a particularly big guy. Leafs tip that in. Halfway through this game, shots are, or well, halfway through this period, I should say, as we get a nice thing 5-4 of the shots in favor of Seattle. But I mean, like, his like signature play in Toronto, at least, was defending the 2-on-1s. He was so good at that. Last year, like I said, not really quite. So, Barce wins the draw. Puck comes back to the point, but Benoit can't hold the zone. Leafs get a little bit lucky that the two Seattle players collided a bit, got in each other's way. Hopefully when Martinez is back from injury, Brody can get a healthy scratch. Is that bad, hey? Nylander with a shot. I think Decord just got a stick on it. There was a little bit of a turnover by the Kraken, and Decord had to make a nice save. This will go back to commercial break again. Yeah, but Leafs don't need another defenseman. Leafs don't need another older defenseman. We got enough of them. With the Timothy Liljegren trade, getting back Matt Benning, I don't think we need another. What is Brody now? Like 30? Is Brody 34? TJ Brody, let's see. How old is this man? Yeah, he's 34. Okay. Yeah, we don't need another 34-year-old defenseman. We're good. The worst player on the Blackhawks looks like a lost puppy. Yeah, it's too bad. What was that? How long did he sign for? Okay, Brody. Contract. Let's see. 2 years. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, but you know we're good. At least we're okay. We don't need more old defensemen. I that Lilligren trade. You know, I'm like half okay with the Lilligren trade. I'm half upset about it. I think I'm more just upset because Lilligren didn't work out. You know, you really want that. You know, your own drafted right-handed defenseman, and Lilligren looked like he was going to be like when drafting. You know, there's a lot of hope for him to be a very good defenseman in the NHL, really good offensive defenseman, and it just never really happened. He had his opportunities to, you know, settle himself into the lineup, become a regular player, and he just never really took a hold of that. Then obviously this season, you know, if he signed a $3 million 2-year contract, which I was shocked at. I thought that was way, way too expensive for at least what he provided, and he only played 1 game. So I'm kind of glad that that's off our books. But it is sad that it just didn't work out. Matthews does a good job working that puck free to Marner. Back to Matthews. Tries to go 5-hole. Drieger shut that down. Now Marner back at the point. It's Matthews and Marner at the point by themselves. Marner, man, getting pressured there. Good job by Burakovsky to force Marner at the blue line, force him outside. He knew that, you know, it was a forward, so he pressured him. That was a good one. You think the Hawks will buy him out at the end of the season? I mean, it's a possibility, yeah. Ooh. Lorentz takes a hit, makes the play. Camp in. Robertson to Lorentz. His shot gets blocked. Robertson trying to find the loose puck. Gets flipped out, and ooh, McCabe takes down Tanev. Is that going to be a penalty, or? They called icing. I don't think it's going to be a penalty. Matthews this season, 53 shots, 33 slot shots, inner slot shots 16, expected goals 6.43, only with 4 goals though. And here's his opportunity. Tries going a 5-hole, but Drieger does a good job reading it. And they'll redo that draw. Or Decourt, sorry. I don't know why I said Drieger. Both starts with a D, I guess. Drieger did play for Seattle. Another face-off here inside the zone. Domi wins it back to McCabe, who blasts it. It's loose in the slot. Goes to the corner here. Holmberg trying to find it. McCabe will just shove it in. I'll hold on to it. McMahon with a shot stopped. Decourt will hold on. Matthews has 6 goals in 6 career games versus Seattle. Dang. It's pretty good. What I was going to say though is that I find it a little bit strange that Robertson is on the fourth line here, and you have Holmberg up with McMahon and Domi. I feel like a line of Kampf, Lorentz, and Holmberg maybe more ideal than Robertson on that, but I don't know. I'm not the coach. There's a slap shot stopped. Rebound. Good save by Wool. It was a blast there by I don't know who on the Kraken, but the rebound came right to... Oh, and now here comes the Leafs. Patch ready. Slides it just wide. On a great play there with Tavares and Nylander. And now Eberle jumping out of the way of Ekman Larsson. Game's opening up a little bit as Leafs enter back into the Seattle zone. Pacioretty trying to come up with the loose puck. Gets knocked free into the far corner. And Schwartz will play it up for Larsson. Back to Schwartz. Trying to work his way around Benoit. Stopped here. The puck is still loose. Shot by Bjorkshan off the side of the net. Back to the point here. Now a shot. Goes wide. Larsson. Ooh, short side there. Almost kind of squeaked in past Wool's pad. Bjorkshan. Shot. Ooh, that's... Goes wide. I think that was tipped. Just wide. Now a shot there by Seattle. I think that one hit the net, but didn't go in. Wool trying to battle as the couple of players fall in front. Puck's in the corner. Leafs on their heels here. Finally, they're able to grab a hold of it. Matthews brings it out. His shot, easy save by Decord. He was kind of looking for a little bit of a tip there. That will be held. There's Patches, just only gets a tip on it, and he put it wide. It's too bad. Some good play from both teams, though. Pretty good game so far. No goals yet, but, you know, all right. McCabe did also get a contract as well. I guess we can talk about that a little bit. So let's see exactly what it was again. On the exact number. I think it was 5. Let's see. 4.5. Yeah, that's the cap hit at least. There's some deferred salary in there and stuff like that, but the actual cap hit is 4.5. Which I really like. I mean, I think McCabe... it's funny because I do think he signed that coming off of a game that I don't think he played very well in. That was after the Bruins game, and I don't think he had a very good game against the Bruins. He took a couple of bad penalties, made a couple of bad plays, but I like McCabe a lot. I think he's a very good defenseman, and, you know, him at 4.5, it's not much more than he's making right now. I mean, technically, he's only making $2 million with the Leafs because the Blackhawks, you know, retained a little bit on his salary there. But, you know, 4.5 for McCabe, I really do like a lot. And, oh, man. Yeah, Patches just missed it there. It might be a delusion to say, but you got to believe this year's the year. Robertson, oh, quick shot, and Robertson is on this Domi McCann line, so, hey, maybe, Rube, watching the stream? Huh? You wanna, maybe like subscribe while you're here, Berube? Um, you listen to me. See, Domi does not win the draw this time around. What I was gonna say is, I'm gonna. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I am so used to the Leafs disappointing me year after year, but I don't really have a ton of hope in them this year. I don't know what it is. I just I don't know. I don't got a ton of hope, ton of expectations, and it's weird because it's not like I think their lineup is that much worse, or you know, Robertson trying to find the puck in his feet doesn't get it though. Um, like, is their goaltending worse than last year? Well, no, because Samsonov was awful last year. I mean, I am a little bit worried about Joseph Woll and Stolar's how many games they have to play because they've never really played a ton in one season. Like, I think both have only played like 25 max in a season, and they're gonna have to play more. Um, but Stolar's has been unbelievable so far. He's been the Leafs' best pickup for sure. And the Leafs have had a couple of really good ones. They just showed off, the Tanev brothers, and Tanev has been phenomenal. He's been everything that you have wanted out of a defensive defenseman. A stay-at-home defenseman, that was the word that I was looking for. That puck bounces off Nylander into the zone. Nylander battling for it. Centering play just out of the reach of Tavares. That was a good job by Nylander, and puck hops fucking crowd as he goes into the stands. But yeah, so goaltending, I'm slightly worried about it as it goes further on into the season, but it's been very good right now. Defensive wise, they have definitely, like, their defense is way better than last year with the addition of Tanev and Ekman Larson. It's definitely better. And then, Riley takes a hard hit. Wow. Offensive wise, not much has changed from last year. It's a fairly similar lineup. You lost Bertuzzi, but I'm happy about that. I didn't like Bertuzzi, to be honest. Shot there, saved by Woll. Yeah, I was never a big fan of Bertuzzi, so I'm fine with him leaving. You bring in Pacioretty and Lorentz, so it's not really a huge swing either way in terms of the offense. But I don't know, so defense better, goaltending better, offense even from last year. But I would say that I was more confident in the team last year than I am this year. I don't know why. It's just kind of how I am. Why do I have to say that? This gut feeling that when the Leafs play Utah, they're going to lose. I mean, Utah's a decent team. Marner harassed his man and knocked him down. Able to get away with the puck. Marner trying to feed it up ahead for Matthews and didn't work, so now the Kraken come back the other way. I don't think losing to Seattle or losing to Utah is like a huge disgrace. I think it would be fine. Nyes gets knocked down. No call there. Yeah, I would agree with that. With Mike Johnson there, it was more of a hold than the holding penalty, but Timmins up ahead for Holmberg. Holmberg enters the zone. He gets crunched, but Leafs come away with the puck. Nice move by Timmins at the line. Gets it over to Riley. Riley trying to go cross ice and gets intercepted, but Bjorkstrand just gave it back right back to Riley. He was like, hey, you know what? Try it again. That was a good opportunity. You know, it was a nice attempt. It was a really good move by Timmons at the line. You guys should have a little bit more offensive zone time because of that. Lorentz. High shot back in. This fourth line going at it. Holmberg with some room to Lorentz. Schwartz stopped it. Now Holmberg with a shot blocked. Holmberg swings it. Kampf. Nice save there by Decord. Kampf. Circle. His shot blocked. Goes back to Ekman Larson. This fourth line trying to make a change, but keep the offensive zone pressure at the same time. Holmberg goes in behind the net. Tries to center it. Doesn't work out. Held out the line. Nice save. And the rebound slowly pushed back into Decord so they can get a change. That's a good fourth line shift. That was a really, really good fourth line shift. That shot there by Kampf is maybe their best chance. They didn't get a ton of other opportunity or chances. A lot of the shots were blocked, but it was a good just cycle there by the Leafs. Kraken get caught here. Here's McMahon trying to center it. And Robertson just couldn't get a hold of that puck. Now the Kraken come the other way. Now Robertson, McMahon. There's pass there, missed Domi. Domi able to come away with it for a second before that's knocked away. Battle of Ontario first round series would be wicked. They were back in the day. Hey, maybe the Leafs can. I would like it because that's when the Leafs won a lot of series, and they won a lot of the first rounds. Oh man, that Nylander pass almost sprung Pacioretty. Did Pacioretty get a stick on it and just couldn't handle it, or was that deflected by the Seattle defenseman? I think maybe it was Gord. I don't know if Patches just couldn't handle the pass or if it was deflected by Gord onto the cord, but that would have been a hell of a play by Nylander. Tavares wins the draw. Riley shot blocked. Minute left here to go in the first period. Battle in the corner. Now Larson comes away with it, flips it high. Tanev knocks it down. Of the Brandon variety, his shot. Oh, and a big block there by Riley. That has him limping, but he seems to be okay. Hatches gets it to Nylander. His centering play off a couple of skates. And Alexiak will get it up ahead. Leafs turned it over. Now here's Nylander, backhand shot right into the crest of the cord. I want to see that pass again, my Willie. I don't think they're going to show it, though. Yeah, this is just his backhand. I mean, he got pushed out to the side there by Borgen. Didn't really have much to work with there. He just threw the backhand on. Decent idea. Either get a whistle, offensive zone draw with 20 seconds left, or maybe a rebound. Leafs. There's a little bit of a battle off that draw, but the Kraken come away with it, although they do ice it here. So one last opportunity for the Leafs with 8.1 seconds left to go. Matthews' line is out there. Nylander with 3 shots so far tonight out of the 13 that the Leafs have. Matthews off the draws, try to center it, blocked. Other opportunity, they score! It's Matthew Nyes who gets it off a great face-off play by the Leafs. Matthew Knies is on fire right now, man. This guy cannot stop scoring. So it's a great play by Matthews and Marner. Wow, that's a really, really great play. Matthews goes forward off the draw. His pass to Marner gets blocked by Borgen. He does a great job, but it goes right back to Matthews and Marner. Not a selfish play at all. He knows that puck is coming to him, and he sees that Knies is going to have a little bit more of an opportunity than him. And he sets it right to Knies, who gets the wide open shot. And so the Leafs do get a late goal. So yeah. Dude, it's so funny because so with Marner right there, right there was a screenshot. I think it was against the Bruins, where on the screenshot Marner had a wide open net and he didn't even look at it. He went with the pass right away. Now, so that was in the game against Boston. Now, if you actually watch the clip itself, he doesn't really have as much time as it looks like he does in the screenshot. It's a little bit, manipulative, that screenshot is. But with that right there, right, obviously that was the play. Like, Marner made a good play right there. But if Knies doesn't score, that looks so much worse for Marner. Because, like, he probably should have shot that. Like, realistically, probably. But he knew that Knies was coming, and it was a good play. But, man, if that doesn't go in, it looks bad with Marner also. Like, it's like, come on, man, just shoot it. Because, once again, he does not even look. He doesn't even look at the net. He doesn't even look at shooting it. But they scored, so it doesn't matter. It's just very funny how narratives kind of go when it's just a matter of if the puck went in or not. He is playing for a contract. He sure is, and I mean he's been good for a long time. Knies has, like, he was great in the playoffs last year. I really like Knies a lot. I think he is fantastic. I really, really do like him. I'm going to throw on a little bit of tunes. Turn it down slightly. But yeah, no, he's been great. Just such a big guy too. Like, the way that he uses his body, I mean, we've seen it a couple of times just in this game specifically, where he like just muscles his way through guys, drawing penalties. What's the intermission plan? That's a good question. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have one. I thought about, like, maybe, so I realized probably 2 days ago that I never actually did my top 10 worst Adidas jerseys. I did the top 10 best, but I never ended up doing my top 10 least favorite. And then I also never did the best Adidas, like, by year. And I thought maybe I could do, like, one of those during the intermission here, but I don't know if I really want to do that during the intermission, because I don't think I'm completely ready for either of them. I do need to record those videos, because I meant to have those uploaded, like, before the season started. So when I realized that I didn't do those, I was like, whoops. Let's see, maybe any news with hockey jerseys lately that I haven't thought about or haven't talked about? don't think there's anything new. Ba-doom. Just kind of quickly scrolling here. Am I going to buy any of the Four Nations jerseys? I might. I mean, I guess here we'll pull them up. I guess we can pull them up while I talk about them. If I can find a good picture of them. Four Nations face-off jerseys. There we go. Maybe. I kind of want them all in one picture, though. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time. Okay. Let's do this. There we go. And where am I? Let's do Steel mode. All right. What did I just do? Okay, it was that one. There we go. Okay. I actually like Canada's jersey. I understand you're not a fan of the logo, but the cream color and the Maple Leafs inside are very cool. Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely do like that aspect. Like, the Leafs inside and the cream is pretty neat. Maybe I'll come around on the logo eventually, but yeah, just for right now, I really don't like that logo. It just feels, I've seen some people say, like, it kind of feels like you're at, like, the airport just trying to buy some, like, random Canada merch before you leave, or something like that. It just doesn't quite do it for me. I don't know why. I'm just not a massive fan of it, but I do like the rest of it. It really just does come down to the logo for me. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, it really just is a logo thing for me. But if I were to buy any, I mean, I might still buy the Team Canada one. Realistically, not the USA. USA is no way. The only reason I would buy the USA is for Matthews, but otherwise, nah. The Sweden one. Like, the thing with me is, like, I don't have too many, like, Olympic or, you know, the world event jerseys. I don't have too many of them. Like, even with my Team Canada jerseys, I have some, but, like, I don't have a ton of them. Like with the World Cup of Hockey from 2016, like that one, I don't even have a Team Canada one. I do have a Team North America, and I have a Team Europe one, from that. But I don't have a Team Canada one. And like, yeah, like, that's the only European jersey that I have. Like, I don't have any Team Sweden jerseys. I don't have any Team Finland jerseys. I don't have a Team USA jersey, like, at all, period. And then I have, I think, 3 Team Canada jerseys. Hey, ripping on Matthews, but, like, watch, it's going to be Canada USA in the final game. He's actually going to score clutch goals because he won't be on the leaders. That would be, it would be sad. I would be sad if that happened. That'd be funny, though. Okay. But yeah, like, it's not that, like, I don't buy, you know, like I do like the Team Sweden jerseys, but I don't know. I just don't have a strong need to buy it. And I would say that's the same with any of these. They go on sale for cheap, for sure. Probably will pick one up, but outside of that, yeah, I don't have a huge need to pick one up. I think I'd be okay just watching the game. I'm just looking at more pictures. I had not seen. When did this come out? October 25th? I think that's the same day that the rest of those released. Anyways. Oh no, it was a few days after, I think. Yeah, their forward group is pretty darn good. Their goaltending, a little suspicious. I mean, it's been, you know, the topic of conversation for a long time. Is Team Canada's goalie depth is not very good. It's bad. When you have someone like Sam Montembeault in the conversation, you know, I'm sorry, Montembeault, but you should not be in the conversation. That is, yeah, it's not a guy that you should be talking about for Team Canada. I'm sorry. He obviously can play well. I'm not saying that he can, you know. But man, yeah, it's I'm gonna quickly run to the washroom. Hold on, I want to see how much time I have left. Okay, I only got like 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna be right back. I'll be quick. This song is such a banger, dude. It goes so hard. Yeah, the Canadian goalies have definitely fallen off. We do not have as many many good ones as we used to. Alright, we should be getting started up pretty soon here for second intermission. Ew. Ew. Yeah, it should be good enough. Alright, I'm gonna give it a quick refresh so we can make sure that we're up to the live. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, it's so funny watching Mono on that play. Like, obviously it is a set play, but man. All right. So we're getting ready to start second period here. Okay. I was like, where is everyone on the Leafs? They had a camera set up, and I only saw 3 Leafs in frame, and I'm like, hello? But Marner and Tanev were just a little off screen. Leafs trying to grab a hold of this one. That one's tipped in. Leafs are 4-0-1 when scoring first this season. So pretty good record. Matthews gloving that down in his own zone, trying to work it out. Nye's in there helping him as they battle against the new captain in Eberle. The second captain in Seattle Kraken history. Of course, the first being Giordano in their first season. Matthews will chip it in deep. Ekman-Larsson gets it to Pacioretty, who tries to center it. Tavares gets there after some interference. Pacioretty comes away with it here. Gets it to Tavares, to Nylander, back to Tavares. Ekman-Larsson at the point will play it in. A good stop up there by the Seattle defenseman, able to break that cycle there for the Leafs. A quick pass up ahead by Ekman-Larsson, finds Tavares. Tavares waits, gets it to Riley. His centering pass, and Nylander scores! What a pass by Riley! Cross ice to Nylander, and it's in the back of the net. The Leafs are up by 2. That's a really good play by Ekman-Larsson to find Tavares, who was sitting at the offensive blue line. And Tavares waits, finds Riley, who's cutting towards the middle, and then Riley just, I don't know how he finds Nylander on that far side there. And they're pretty hyped about that. Yeah, Nylander saying, what a pass. That was a good one. That was a good pass. Nylander's 7th of the season from Riley and Tavares. Domi. Back to the point, and that hops on Timmins. Damn. Timmins off the skate of McMahon. Uh-oh, not again, McMahon. They recover, but that's the second. Oh, up ahead. Here's Robertson, drops it for Domi. Domi had that knocked off his stick. But it goes back to Robertson with a quick shot. Goes wide, Domi. Robertson, McMahon had his stick lifted. He's trying to recover, but right at the line there. We'll play it out. Robertson, who turned it over. Oh, Wool with a save and squeeze through his legs, and Tanev's there to take it out of the crease. Not a good turnover by Robertson, and now it's another turnover by the Leafs. Here comes Seattle again. Shot there, blocked by Robertson, so trying to make up for that turnover. I mean, the second one wasn't on him, but that first one definitely was. Kampf takes it away from the front of the net and puts it in the corner, trying to work it free. Right. Centering play. Good job by Kampf to get a stick on that. Gets it to Robertson, and he doesn't get it deep. Not a good shift by Robbie. He does have some of those, and that's why he came out of the lineup, right? I mean, partially. I don't think like he had anything super recently that was egregious, but every now and again you get a shift like that where it's rough defensively on his part. That's the huge part of this game that he needs to work on. But I think the biggest issue is that, you know, we know that he can make up for it offensively, but he hasn't really done so this season. Nye's got to be careful. They're holding the stick, and they are going to call that. Yeah. That is a holding the stick call. I had a feeling. Yeah, that's I mean, he doesn't hold it, but yeah, so there's I want to see so they're showing the goal again. Yeah, that's just a great pass by Riley. So Leafs on the penalty kill here. And Benoit able to clear it off that Leafs win. But yeah, Robertson, you know, I think you can kind of, you know, be okay with some of his defensive liabilities when he is scoring. Which obviously we know he can do and do very well. But when he's not scoring, McCann with a nice shot there, saved. But yeah, we'll see. You know, if he can make up for those defensive mistakes. Yeah, actually, wearing your Fanatics Premium Leafs home jersey, will you get the away of it as well? Well, this is the Pro, not the Premium. But so obviously, I can't get an authentic Pro away because they don't make them. But I mean, I probably will get a Premium at some point. It's really just a matter of I'm not in a rush to get it because they are so similar to the Adidas jerseys. So it's all right, no worries. It's not super easy to tell the difference with only seeing the top part here. It's not like there's a ton of differences in terms of you know, visually. I think it's one thing that I do like about the Adidas jerseys is the fact that the dimples are that much more. Oh, pass across, and man, just missed the net. Um, I liked how easy it was to tell right away if it was a Adidas made in Canada jersey comparing it to the Indo. I think it's a little bit harder with the authentic pros and the premiums, and it's one thing that I wish it weren't, honestly. I mean, you can still tell by the cut and by like the actual thickness of the jersey, but it's a little bit more difficult. Oh, good save by Wool there. 10 seconds left on this power play. That shot blocked. Tanev will clear it, and survival shift there by the Leafs, but they're able to clear. How does Fnatic Pro feel since you're a small guy? I mean, I always like my jerseys big, so obviously this is big on me, but I do like the fit a lot more than the premiums. But yeah, I like my jerseys big, so. Seattle was still some offensive zone pressure after the power play. Leafs trying to get it out here. Tavares able to do so, and he swings it into the zone right onto court, so no icing. Leafs got to be careful, as that was almost too many men. They're not going to call icing, probably because the Leafs left it, hoping not to get too many men. I think that was Patches and a ref that were tangled together. Patches with the big hit. Tavares with a hit as well. Yeah, anyways, I definitely will get an away version at some point, but I'm not in a rush to get it. And if they ever do make an away authentic pro, I would get that probably also. Alexiak to the zone centering pass, missed his man, and good job by Domi to free up the puck, but it was just out of his reach. He gets a second opportunity. Wow, Borgen. Yeah, he had Domi lined up for a second. Then we saw him at the last possible moment. As we head to commercial break. But yeah, I definitely, I wish that the regular premium jerseys kind of fit like this. I really hate the fit of the premium / Adidas Indo jerseys. So, you know, if if they weren't so expensive, I would get all my jerseys in an authentic pro. But obviously, it's a little bit out of my price range, unfortunately. But do really like the fit. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. 1 second. Now that the chat isn't transparent, I can hide behind it. I can just go like this. I really need to figure that out. I don't know why, but it just like stopped being transparent. It was like over the summer, I guess. I don't know, maybe the program that I'm using changed for whatever reason. I'm not really too sure. It is unfortunate though, because I don't like the way that it looks. It looks bad. Alright, so draw outside of the Kraken zone. Leafs win it. It's the Matthews line out there, and Marner trying to tip it in. It goes right off the defenseman skate. So it comes right back out. And that play is called offside. We're playing the Halloween theme. It's a good song. It's a good theme. Oh, Marner. Maybe could have gotten called for tripping there. Nyes trying to rough up his man. Play behind the Leafs net. Gord finds it back to the point. Shot there. Goes wide, and Marner through the leg pass to Matthews. Gets it up ahead to Nyes. Battle for it with Tanev and Alexiak. Holding on. Marner trying to fight through. Able to come away with it for a moment and goes right on to Decord, who will hold on. Oh man, that almost that almost went into Mike Johnson there. And with a shot, it's blocked in front. Tavares on it, back to the point. McCabe to Tanev, back for McCabe. His shot, blocked in front, goes right back to McCabe. Nylander behind the net, finds Tavares, wraparound opportunity, trying to squeeze it in. Decord makes the save, free for Eberle, who will just clear it. Leafs wanting to get right back in, but Tavares was in deep. Now Nylander with some speed brings it in. Nice pass, Patches, saved, rebound, Tavares on his knees. Nylander scores! Great pass, Johnny T. Nylander with the shush. Wow. That's a great... This line, man. This line is awesome. So Patches here, great job just shielding off Eberle, using his bum. Nylander, 2 patches. Nice save, and Tavares gets knocked down here. Somehow finds Nylander behind him. Eyes behind his back. And Nylander pots the empty net. Is Nylander mogging? Is this the mogging that I've heard of? I don't know how it works. I've seen like 2 things of it. I have no idea. Shot there by Joseph Woll. That is great play. Schwartz, oh man, I feel like he should have just shot that. He tried to go cross ice. Leafs really had like a bunch of guys that are able to intercept that pass. Now Alexiak save, rebound, nice save, Joseph Woll on Schwartz. Bjorkstrand, his shot stopped there by Woll. Holds on. And the Leafs, 3-0 lead here. I don't actually... I don't think he was actually trying to do the shush. I mean, well, I don't think he was trying to do the mocking thing. Like I said, I don't really go on TikTok. Alright, I'm not a... I know just being on the internet vaguely about like the Costco guys just because they're so popular, and then like it's like a Rizzler guy who's like a kid, I guess he's like 9, and he just like or something like that. I don't really know. I don't know how it works. But that's like as far as I'm aware of it. I don't follow TikTok stuff, so. But I don't think he was doing that. I think he literally just had his like glove up to his hand or his face, but it's funny. Let's take a look. I don't even know if the what other games are happening right now. So we have the Flyers and Blues. The Flyers are up 1-0. Uh, the Ducks and Penguins. Ducks are up 1-0 there. Actually, we're back here. Dude, how does Tavares like I guess Tavares doesn't actually know that Nylander's there. He's mogging Mike Johnson. That's what he's doing. He's mogging. You gotta be hip with the kids or something. Uh, but I don't think Tavares actually knew that Nylander was there. But I guess when you played with Nylander for so long, like Tavares and Nylander have played together for a while, a couple of years, that you kind of just know where a guy is going to be, and you probably knew that Nylander was coming around the net and figured that that's where he would be, that's where he would head up, and he was right. Nice pass by Timmins there, just a little small pass to break out of the zone. Back into the Leafs end. Nice chip pass there for Patches. Here's Pacioretty on the far side. Drops it for Tavares. A little bit out of his reach. He's still battling for it, though. Now centering play. Didn't hit Nylander. Tavares trying to take his man to his boards. Oh, Alexiak, a lead pass. Just out of the reach of Tanev. That would have been a breakaway. Now the other Tanev, Chris there. Yeah, one thing with Pacioretty, he's a lot stronger than I thought he would be. Like, I didn't realize how strong Pacioretty is. He doesn't get knocked off the puck very easily. He hits guys. He's really strong. It's not... I don't know if I just haven't watched Pacioretty. Like, I mean, it's not like he's played a lot in the past few years, but... it's maybe just I haven't watched him enough in the past few years that I didn't realize that that's kind of the player that he is, but he is strong. Got to watch the pass back to Beniers, and yeah, just missed him on the near side. Marner was trying to reach for him too, so McCann, nice move, centering play, and missed everyone. Larson. Beniers had to reach back for it. Now it comes back for Beniers. He kicked it on goal, saved, and behind the net. Ekman Larson finds Marner, who will try and chip it past Larson. But he took it away, and now back for Beniers. Kraken pressuring again. This line's been out here for a while, and it's not been a very good shift for them. Shot there. Went high. Eberle. Down low. Kraken are changing. Stevenson knocked off the puck by Matthews. It's in deep. There's a glove on the ice. I think it's a Leaf glove. Shot there. Broken stick, and that flutters wide. It's Ekman Larsson without the glove. Now puck comes back to the point. This shift has been a long 2 minutes for basically everyone out there for the Leafs. That shot blocked into the corner. Leafs desperately need to get it out. Ekman Larsson was trying to get it to Marner. He wasn't there though. Now Marner flips it out to Matthews. He gets it up ahead, and it's Lorentz, who had time to change at some point, able to get it in deep, and now that Leaf line that was out there forever, finally able to make a change. Hey Rick, Canada's doing good. It's alright, man. You don't need to apologize for not being here early. That's not a big deal. I appreciate you being here at all, even if you can, and even if you can't, it's all good. I get it. I don't expect people to be here every single stream. I got people who got other stuff to do, so it's not a big deal. But I appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. That puck missed everyone. It's going to be an icing call against the Kraken with 4:50 left to go here in the period. Bronny James got a point. Let's go. Let's go, Bronny James. Puck flipped high. Tim is trying to find it. McCabe helps him out there. Now lead pass up ahead for Robertson, trying to come around his man. Peels back. Gets to the point. It's fed back into him. He'll send it deep. McMahon to Domi. Timmins. McCabe. His shot. I think that went wide. Timmins just has to slap it into the open corner as he was pressured. Good job by Robertson, but he loses a stick. And now a Seattle player falls on his own. Timmins to Robertson, back to Timmins' shot. And that gets blocked. Domi can't knock it down, and Bjorkstrand gets it to Tolvanen. His shot off the bar. Ooh, a hot shot there. But it comes back to Nylander. Nylander trying to get around Borgen. And good job by him. Good defensive play by Borgen to not take a call, but to defend Nylander well. Johnny Gord on the far side here. Roughed up by Riley. Ekman Larsson able to get it to Nylander, but he's pressured. Four-man battle on the boards here. And then we got a penalty coming up. Hand on the puck is what I heard. So there's the Tolvanen shot right off the crossbar. Is that a Leaf? I think a Leaf player is getting the... I'm assuming it's the Leaf player that's getting a call. I would think that it's Nylander, since he was the one on the ice. But all I heard was, you put your hand on the puck, it's a penalty. That's what I heard the ref say. So we'll have to see exactly what the official call is, but I think it's the Leafs going to the penalty kill again. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I didn't sneeze, but I blew my nose. right, I want to check the other scores. I got through like 2. Canadians and Capitals are tied at 2. Does Ovechkin have one? No, it's Wilson and Duhaime. So yeah, Nylander closing his hand on the puck is the penalty. Let's see. Yeah, that is a penalty. That is a penalty from Willie, so with 3:13 left to go, Leafs need to kill another penalty. Seattle's 0 for 2 so far tonight with 3 shots on goal. Nears, Eberle, Evans, McCann, and Tolvanen are who are on the ice for the Kraken. Marner able to clear it. Nears. Drop pass there for Eberle. And that pass, Tanev cuts it off, but McCann battling for it, and Marner and McCann fall. Eberle falls. There's a whole bunch of bodies going down. Leafs come away with it, and they'll clear it. Sorry. There's a lot of bodies falling there, but the Leafs were the ones to come away with it, and they were able to get the clear. Leafs changed their defense. Their penalty killers, I should say. Nice job by Nyes to get a stick on that pass, and he's able to clear it, not all the way down the ice, but just get it out of the zone. At least it's something. Evans will dump it in. There's a couple of Seattle players are changing. Good job by Camp to knock off his man off the puck, and he's able to get it all the way down. .30 seconds left to go on the power play. Right. Gets it in. Now here's the Kraken. They get their set up. Stevenson comes down. Oh, a drop pass that I think everyone didn't realize. He fooled everyone on that play, and Leafs eventually able to grab a hold of it and clear down the ice. Decor to lead pass up ahead for Schwartz. He couldn't settle it down, though. Too hot of a pass. And now Nylander's out of the box. Let's see if they can hit him. Nylander with Marner out there. And Matthews. Nylander shoots. Blocked. He'll play it in deep for Matthews. It hops over his stick. Riley. Back for Marner. Matthews. Now on it. Plays it back. Ekman-Larsson to Matthews. His shot off of the stick and high in the air. And that will be called. It was a high stick, so no penalty, but we're showing Lee Lambert here. Yeah, he's into it. Lane Lambert's into it, which is good. I mean, it hasn't fully, come out into success for the Leafs penalty kill. It's not been great, but at least he's energetic about it. At least he's passionate about it, looks like. And at least so far tonight, killed all 3. That puck not going to be icing as Yanni Gourde beats it out. Now Marner grab a hold of it, and 17 seconds left here to go. And I think Timmins will just play a little keep away in the last couple of seconds. And that puck does get all the way down, but it'll not be icing as the period comes to an end. Leafs 2 goals, and Nylander gets both of them. He's talking to the ref a little bit, maybe wanting to get a little bit more of an explanation on his call, but I mean, it was a penalty, man. Goss's Bear did by Svechnikov in that game. Oh man, Hurricanes up 6-2 on the Bruins. Oilers 2-1 on the Predators. The Blackhawks Sharks doesn't start till a little bit later. All right, so good game so far here for the Leafs. They've played well. They just have one more period to go. So let's see if they can keep it up. Pew, 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 pew. I feel like there was something that I wanted to do that I thought about doing. And I can't remember it. Why can't I remember what I wanted to do in the intermission? I don't know. Don't know. Thank you, 2911JS. I appreciate it. Yay, Leafs fan. We don't just zip. We don't talk about anything. Nope. Not yet. Let's see, do I have any, like, important bookmarks? No, not really. Really should have thought of something to do during intermission. It is the thing that I forget to do the most, where I just never remember about figuring out something to do during intermission. Sometimes it flows naturally and it's not that big of a deal, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. Let's see. I did notice. Let's see. I mean, I guess we can pull it up here. Let's pull it up a little bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's the one I wanted. So Cool Hockey is doing the mystery box again. Now, obviously, if you know me, you know that I'm not really a huge fan of the mystery boxes. However, I will say I'll give them a little bit of props here. You know, not a huge fan of Cool Hockey in general, but they have reduced the price by a decent amount, $75. That's not too bad, and it is a guaranteed stitch jersey or customized jersey. I guess they say. So maybe it's not stitched, but at least it's customized. And you get a hat, which is kind of cool. I mean, the hockey cards in the bag don't really mean much. And you get a 25% chance at a signed puck. I mean, they say up to a $205 value. That's, you know, I think maybe them. I think most of them are probably not even close to that, but I'll give them slight props that they've seemed to at least try to make this a little bit more worth it. I still don't think it is, unless you like really don't have a ton of jerseys and you're fine just, you know, with the gambling. But yeah, I still probably wouldn't recommend it probably should just buy the jersey that you want, but I at least wanted to give them a little bit of props because it's better than what they previously had. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We can take a look at the Leafs cap friendly, sure. Or their Puckpedia, I should say. I think I'll always call it cap friendly because, at least at the start. I'll be honest, I have not looked too much at Puckpedia. I haven't dove too deep into it. I'm saying cap friendly. Yeah, I mean it's a habit at this point. So obviously we got Matthews for the next few seasons, 13.25. I mean you pay Matthews whatever you can, right? Like that's fine. Nylander at 11.5. I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried about that, like especially after last season, because last season he was so good that I was like, okay, that's probably like his peak, which probably still is. But I mean, he's been good this season, obviously with 2 goals tonight. He's been good. John Tavares. So I think Tavares is definitely. I said before the season started that I would not mind. Oh, I just realized I don't have music on this. Hold on. Would it be? Give me a second. Sorry. I totally thought I had music on this one. Why is that not working? Why? There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I thought I had music on and it just wasn't working for whatever reason. So before the season started, I did say that I wanted John Tavares re-sign. I do want to take more time on that because last 2 games he's looked really good on this line with Pacioretty and Nylander, but he was really, really bad for a couple of games there. Now, that being said, he was sick, and apparently he lost like 8 pounds, so that definitely affects the speed a lot. But it worried me a lot because he was not effective in those games really at all. So, do I want him re-signed at this point? Maybe. But like, it has to be like, if it's 6, I'm not happy. 5, I'm like, okay, but I would like it, I think, under, maybe 5 or under. I don't know if that's maybe a little bit like, I don't know, unrealistic is maybe the word I'm looking for, but I think 5 or under is the ideal cap hit, and only for like, 3 years. I don't want much more than that. But like, I still do like John, but yeah, it's those couple of games really worried me, is what I'll say. Those couple of games really worried me with his foot speed and his effectiveness. Now, we've seen, like I said, the last 2 games have been very good for him. So if he continues that for the rest of the season, maybe I won't be as worried, but we'll see. Marner, I think you have to sign, unfortunately. I wanted Marner to be traded, and not specifically just because I hate Marner, because I don't hate Marner. I think I'm a little bit more middle of the road than some people. I know people either hate Marner or they love Marner. I am in the middle, where sometimes I think he is frustrating, and other times he is an unbelievable player, and he's a little bit of both. But you kind of have to sign him. You can't let him go for nothing. Next Leaf game is Craig Berube's return to St. Louis. Well, hopefully they do a better job in St. Louis than they did in Toronto. Domi for 3.75 for the next 4 seasons. I think that's a really good deal, Domi. I think he's a very solid third-line center. I think he works well. I think he fits in the Leafs system. I think he's a good locker room guy. He's not too afraid to do some rough stuff, so I like that. David Kampf, 2.4 for the next 3. And also he has a no-trade clause for whatever reason. It's okay. I think David Kampf gets a little bit more hate than is truly deserved, but he's also, like, replaceable also. Yeah, I think he's a replaceable guy. Calle Jarnkrok, 2.1 for the next 2 years. I don't know why people hate Jarnkrok as much as they do. Well, I don't think people hate Jarnkrok, but, I think they just say he does nothing, which I disagree with. I think he's a very, very useful defensive player. And I think that, 2.1 for the next 2 seasons is great. I like him at that cap hit. I like him on the Leafs. I don't know why people were begging for him to be traded. I don't get it personally. Reeves, I think Reeves has been a little ineffective the past couple of games. I would say he does not do a lot. I'm not. He's a great locker room guy for sure. That's maybe where he kind of has all of his effectiveness is just there. I think on the ice he's not very useful. McMahon I like a lot. Hopefully he can kind of continue on to being a very good player, but he's been good so far. Dewar I haven't seen enough of to really have a full opinion on him. Nyes, yeah, obviously we've talked about how much I like Nyes. Nyes is fantastic. He's going to get a pretty good raise next season for sure. A little bit worried about that, but we'll see. Robbie, also we talked about him, where he has his defensive miscues. He hasn't had as many, I would say, this season as in previous years. But he, if he can make up for them on the offensive side, it's not that big of a deal, but he hasn't really done so so far that much this season. I think he only has 1 goal, right? So you would ideally like him to be a little bit more, getting more points than that. But I just feel like he's such a hard one to give up on because he has such a lethal shot that he's right there to figuring out everything and to bring it all together. He has, you can see that he's almost there, but it's also not quite there. I feel like if Robertson was 21, I think if it was 2 years younger and he was still playing like this, I wouldn't be worried whatsoever. I'm at 23 and he still every now and again looks a little lost. Where he's coughing up pucks too easily, turning it over, just not handling the puck quite correctly. Sometimes he does look a little bit of a step behind, but then other times he will burst down the wing, take a quick wrister, and it's in the back of the net just like that. And you're like, okay, well, there's flashes of genius there, but he's kind of getting out of the age range where it's you gotta have it figured out by now. So I'm slightly worried about him, but I really want him to stay on the Leafs too, because I think he's right there. I don't know. He's a tough one. Patches, I've really liked him so far. He's been phenomenal. Holmberg, I think Holmberg's kind of... I feel like this season he has not been very good, but I've liked him a lot in previous seasons. I think in previous seasons he was a really useful, penalty killer. He was great defensively, but this season he's kind of lost a little step. So I'm hoping he kind of finds it again. Lawrence, I've loved Lawrence, honestly. I think he's been great. I really liked him a lot. We're running a little bit out of time here. Yeah, I think the game's starting up, so I guess we only talked about the forwards, but I mean, overall, like, the Leafs don't have a ton to do. Like, they don't have a ton of room, I guess, to make moves. In terms of bringing people in, they would have to move some guys out. But you do have a couple of guys in LTIR, so like they still have Hawk and Paw on the back end. Obviously, Dewar and Yarncroke probably factor in there once they're healthy. So if they are going to make any moves, they have to trade basically people off of their current roster. Which I don't know who you would really do. I mean, like, I guess you could trade Holmberg. There's another guy that you could probably get rid of. Like, they have... The thing is like, you know, they could get rid of some of their forwards, because they do have a couple of guys, you know, that I think are, like, good to be in the NHL. They're able to be, like, playing, and they should play. But also, it's nice to have a little bit of depth there in case one of them gets injured. Like, it's nice to have guys that very easily could be in your lineup, but just aren't, because you have a little bit of competition there. So all right, game starting up here, back up here. So Nylander gets both goals from assists from Riley Tavares, and then on a second one, Tavares and Pacioretty. Shots were 9-5 for Seattle in the second, so even though Leafs did get outshot, they put 2 on the scoreboard. They have the Leafs Halloween picture and Liljegren right there. And yeah, Matthews, you might have seen on Instagram, had that Darth Vader suit, and the little kid with the Austin Matthews hockey card, which I think a lot of people saw. He actually got to meet Matthews, which is very, very cool. It's a nice little moment for that kid. It's actually a sick costume. I don't know if his like parents made that, or if they like found it somewhere. Well, obviously, I'm assuming, I guess his parents made it, because it was I assume it was yeah, his parents made it, because I don't think he would meet Matthews if it was just a regular costume you could buy off the shelf, but whoever made it did a great job. Nice. Back to the point. McCabe's shot blocked, and now here comes Seattle. Cross-ice pass to Eberle, centering play. Nice job by Marner to block it as he goes sliding across. Good job by Marner. That play behind the net reaches Eberle. Marner there squeezes him off, but Nice can't clear. Comes back for Eberle. McCann. Slapper. Goes wide. Now that gets to Nice, we'll just flip it in the Seattle zone and get a change. Tavares. Back into the zone. Nylander battling for it. Tavares helps him out and gets it back to the point. Riley with a shot, tipped, and that goes wide. It was a tip by Pacioretty in the slot. Tavares knocked down. Nylander trying to help him out. That puck is knocked free and Larson up ahead. Seattle again on it, but good stick there by the Leafs defender. I don't know who that was. Oh, Nylander turns it over. Here's Bjorkstrand with a shot off the shoulder of Wold. Doesn't go out of play. I think the Leafs thought it was. Bjorkstrand with another one. And that off the stick of Riley out of play. So that's the one. So here's the, I guess, the defensive play by Marner here. As McCabe gets caught. And yeah, that's a good sliding play. That's a good job by Marner. Yeah, just kick it out. He's feeling it a bit on the bench, but it's a good save. Oh, Alexiak with a lot of room out front, and it was tipped wide. Timmins. Good job by Robertson. Oh, it was kind of a good job by Robertson to get it out of the zone. But he kind of left it there for McMahon, but also looked like he was going to get it himself, and I think they got their wires crossed there for a second and almost turned it over. Now Gord finds in his own zone, played up ahead. Tanev around his brother. McCabe will rub him out. A good job by Camp to dig that puck free. Nice little move there. Gets it up ahead for Holmberg. Holmberg crosses the zone. Nice job. Wraparound opportunity save there by Decord. Lawrence. Back to the point. Riley to Holmberg. In for Riley, just out of his reach, though. Lawrence will get it back to the point. Riley to Holmberg, shot. And that's the save there by Decord. So here's the turnover by Nylander. You just hold on for a little bit too long, and Morgan uses his body to kind of knock the stick. And yeah, Berube. That's a good little talk there by Berube with Nylander. And then, is there any place you recommend getting a Made in Canada Leafs jersey for not a back-breaking price? Well, if you're looking for Adidas, that's difficult because Adidas didn't sell them at a retail level, so they're very rare. Literally, like, your basically only option is Real Sports. The Real Sports auction is, I think, where they sell them. But they are very expensive. You could get a Fanatics Authentic Pro, but like they're still $500 Canadian, so that's a lot. You really, if you're looking at any of those two, I would probably get a Fanatics Authentic Pro, and just you have to wait for it to go on sale, pretty much. If they do end up going on sale, I don't even know if they will. But that's probably your best hope. Or Nylander. Again, man. You could also try looking for a Reebok one also. Looking for a Reebok Authentic, a Reebok Edge jersey. Because they are the same design as these, right? Just a little bit of a different collar. You could go looking for that. But those ones aren't super, available either, because they're basically a one-year jersey, right? I don't think they're too expensive when I find them, though. But it would just be on eBay, and you would kind of have to know what you're looking for at that point. But yeah, it's honestly, it's difficult to not find one that's really expensive. I mean, the best place to find... Oh, I feel like McCabe could have jumped on that one, but he backed off a little bit. It's okay, though. Leafs able to clear the zone. Oh, nice little move by Robbie there. Able to reach the red line, dump it in. Yeah, it's difficult. Oh, I don't know who that Leaf player was. He just got laid out. He was going for the hit and kind of got reverse hit. I think that was Lorentz. Yeah, it was. I'd love to see the replay of that. Yeah, like literally, yeah. It's just you basically have to get lucky on eBay. It's kind of what it is. A lot. If you want a really good price for jerseys, a lot of the time it's just looking on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that, being patient, and knowing what you're looking for. That's really what it comes down to. That's how I got a lot of my jerseys for cheap. Is just knowing that yes, I want the jersey right now, but if I just wait, I can find it on sale for a little bit cheaper. And that's kind of usually how I pick it up. Or I just bite the bullet and get a little bit more expensive. Thank you, though. I appreciate it for the birthday wishes. Yeah, especially with the Made in Canada jerseys. It thankfully, at least so far, they're making them a little bit more available with Fanatics. I hope that they keep it up, and I hope that they expand it, and it's not just the home jerseys. They, go into the alternates as well as the away jerseys. They've done that for a couple of teams, but it's very team specific on which ones they've allowed, or at least which ones they have alternate jerseys. Like, I don't know exactly what the reason why some teams have the aways or some teams have an alternate. Like, I know, or at least I've heard that the Canadians have an away jersey. I haven't seen it myself in the Authentic Pros, and I know that the Jets and the Canucks have their alternates in the Authentic Pros, but I'm not sure if that, was something that Fanatics is like, yeah, we'll make it for you guys, or if, the teams themselves had to kind of push for it. So I'm not sure exactly what the connection is there, but yeah, I do hope that they make them a little bit more available in terms of the other jerseys. But it kind of, I think it does depend on how well these Authentic Pros sell, whether they do well or if they are a little bit more, poorly. Like if they don't sell well, maybe they'll just completely cut the line. I hope that's not the case, but we'll kind of have to see, I guess, in the future seasons. Leafs play Boston again on Tuesday. Yeah. I mean, at least the game was kind of close last time. I don't know, man. Nylander does a good job taking the puck away there. Ooh, and that just goes past Timmins. What's your top 3 or so favorite Leafs jerseys of all time? Thinking of building the collection. My top favorite Leafs jerseys. So was Nylander with a chance. Stops up. Nylander puts on the moves. Gets it over for, I think that was McCabe there. Had that puck taken away. The Reverse Retro 2 was probably my favorite. 2014 Winter Classic. And 2018 Stadium Series, I think, are probably my top 3 favorite. Matthews with the wraparound chance. Shut down by Decord. I think those are probably my 3 favorite. To be honest, I actually, like, even though obviously I'm a hardcore Leafs fan, and I have, like, I think 34 Leaf jerseys or 30-something Leaf jerseys in my collection, I actually don't really like the Leafs jerseys all that much. I think they have an okay jersey history. It's not bad. I wouldn't say they have any really bad jerseys, but like even my favorite jerseys of theirs, like they're not in the top 10, 15, 20 favorite jerseys of all time for me. Like I haven't. Oh, nice little move by Robinson. Oh, again. Oh, he just couldn't bring it with the toe drag, but Domi follows up. Oh, man. Leafs do draw a call as that shot by McMahon goes wide. Leafs still have control of it. They have the goalie pulled on this delayed call. That puck flipped back. Careful. You got an empty net there, boys. Ekman Larson back with it, and Schwartz touched that. Just call it. Thank you. But yeah, like I haven't thought of it too hard, but if I had to like say when the first Leafs jersey would come up in my like favorite jersey of all time, it would probably be in like the 30s or 40s, maybe even the 50s. Like it would not be very high up. But I still love the Leafs. It's just I don't love their jerseys a whole lot. Which team has the best jersey collection of all time? I think the Kings. The Kings are. I don't know why I said I think the Kings. It's definitely the Kings. I love their jersey history so much, man. The only jerseys that I think are bad are like the ones that they just previously wore, and like I don't think they're that awful. They're just a little boring. Nylander over for Domi. It hopped over his stick. Leaves 3 for 33 on the power play. That is tough. Wow. It's this second unit out here right now. Ekman Larson holds on to the puck, gets it to Tavares. Down for Nylander. Out front. Oh, and that's just slid wide by McMahon. That was a great play by Tavares and Nylander. Tavares on it again. Back pass to Domi. His shot off the post. Nylander holds to Ekman Larson. Back for Nylander. Looking for a shooting lane. Over for Domi. Down low, Tavares out front. Off of a stick. And Ekman Larson just holds the zone. Nylander on it again. Ekman Larson to Domi. Nylander. In the near circle here. 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Tavares in the middle. Shot. And I think Decord just got a bit of it there. Nylander battling for it in the corner. Leafs don't come away with it, and that will get cleared. Now it's this first unit. Only 30 seconds left. I mean, that was a good little pressure by that second unit. Marner just holds the line there. As he was being pressured, Marner. Back pass there for Riley. Matthews. Holding. Back for Riley. To Matthews. Shot there. Rebound. Oh, and it bounces around. Marner, why are you playing it backwards? Just put it towards the net. Oh, Marner, please, man. Oh, buddy. I mean, I don't know if that was going in anyways, but it's more of the principle of the matter. Just put the puck on net. Stop. Oh, buddy. Man, I want to see that again. Which one is your favorite Leafs jersey? Guessing it's the Reverse Etchel 1.0. I actually don't hate that one that much. Once again, like I don't think the Leafs have a terrible jersey, but I would say they're like pajama jerseys that people kind of given the name, like the 2010s one where there's no stripe at the bottom and it's the old Leafs logo. Those are probably my least favorite. Pacioretty. Oh, that's a great stick there by Yanni Gourde. Unbelievable stick. I want to watch that again. Like, Marner, why are you... Like, I do think that him playing it back is maybe the correct play. But man, it's just just put it on goal. I don't know, man. It's I think that's a tough play, but it's frustrating. I'll say it's frustrating. Um, but here I'll show you which ones I was talking about. Let's see. City mode monitor 2. These ones. These ones are probably my least favorite. They're just boring. They're not great. I mean, in general, like, yeah, like I said, I think that the Leafs have a fine jersey history. It's not bad. But, you know, not spectacular. This one's just like, it's more just weird, I would say, than really anything else. But I definitely understand why people really didn't like them. They're the Cabaret era jerseys in my head. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like I said, it's not like they're terrible jerseys. It's just that logo was never my favorite, and the striping pattern also not super inspired. It's just not great. Matthews knocks down his man, and the Kraken wanted a call. I heard a yell for that. Beniers roughed up by McCabe. Now Eberle on it. Beniers really wanted that. He had a stick in the air. Larson with a shot, blocked in front, and it breaks McCabe's stick. He went to lean on it, and it just snapped, and I think he wasn't expecting that. He's able to make the change, though. Benoit off the boards. Held in at the line there, but Timmins able to get it back for Benoit. They'll try the other side, and Leafs able to get it out. Now here's Tavares with it. Tavares, a little bit of speed. Oh, tried to make a nice move there. Didn't get around his man. Now that puck goes all the way down. It'll be an icing call against the Kraken. Rube has them playing tight, low-scoring hockey. I mean, that is how, like, I'm good with that, because that's, you know, how you kind of win in the playoffs. And the problem with the Leafs is, it is surprising, sorry, that Nylander only has one career hat trick. You'd think that he would have more, but he only has one. But you know, the issue with the Leafs is that they haven't been able to win those low scoring games in the playoffs. They've lost a lot of games where they've only scored 2 goals or less. Is their shot there in the middle? I don't know if, I think maybe the Leafs got a stick on that before it reached Joseph Woll. Now Nylander has Tavares streaking towards the net. Nylander with the shot, and gloved down by the cord. Yeah, in the playoffs, Leafs have only scored, what, like 2 goals in their, like, I don't know, it's like in the last, like, 14, in 14 of the last 17 games, they've scored, like, 2 goals or less, or something like that. It's been, ooh, that's a kind of a hard hit by Patches there on McCann. Backhand shot by Benoit goes right on goal. Patches has 6 hits tonight. What do you think of Lilligren? Like he is a player that is disappointing. Um, you know, I was talking to my friend about it. Like, thinking back, what, like 2 or 3 years ago, you saw Sandin and Lilligren as the future of the Leafs blue line, right? Like, you're thinking that those guys would be maybe your 1-2 defenseman, or at least your 3-4 pair in a few seasons, as Robertson with the steal just put wide. And now both of them are gone. Now, oh, Robertson again. Up around opportunity. Oh, just couldn't put home. Robertson shot goes wide. But, both of them are now gone. Now, that being said, it's not really because, like, they're gone for a reason, right? Lilligren, he had his opportunities to settle into the lineup, to be, in the lineup every single time, but he just never grabbed a hold of it. He just had defensive issues in his game that he couldn't smooth out. And it sucks that you have this 25-year-old right-handed defenseman that came up in your system that, those are the types of guys that you kind of want to have, right? That's ideal to have that young defenseman growing up in your system who's right-handed, but it just never really worked out. Yeah, he just never really took that next step that was needed to stay in the lineup, for sure. 100%. So, like, I'm fine with him being traded, especially because of the contract that he signed this offseason at, what it was, at $3 million for 2 years. I thought that he didn't deserve that contract for how he played. So I think clearing that cap space is a good idea. Now, with the trade in general, like, a third and a sixth is, I guess, like, it's understandable for how Lilligren has played and how much he's played. Obviously, only playing one game this season, so it's not like you could get a ton for him. But in your mind, thinking, okay, a 25-year-old right-handed defenseman probably should get a little bit more than that. But it's fine. It's just funny that they also get back Matt Benning, who I think is like 30, is he not? Or something like that. So an older defenseman, and like this defense is old. It is not a young defensive core for the Leafs. So it'll be interesting for sure for like the next few seasons. You think that maybe you'd want to have some youth on there, but I get the trade at the same time. When's the Leafs game you can stream next? I would have to look. I've not looked at their schedule, so I don't actually know. Let's take a look here. Oh, Decord's already out of the net. Tavares will send it down. It's going to be no ice. How is there no ice there? Either way, here comes the Kraken. Good job by McCabe to get a stick on that. Fed towards the middle. Here's Matthews, a rolling puck, so he didn't get all of it. He was looking for the empty net. It was stopped by Seattle. Eberle rips it in. Wall had to kind of come out there. Matthews doesn't get it out, but the puck off the glass and out of play. Maybe the Bruins game on the 5th is possible, but more likely maybe the Ottawa game. I think probably the Ottawa game is my next one. We'll see about the Bruins one. Luckily, Luth in the back end is concerning with no sure things. Niemela might be the casualty if he doesn't play games this year. Yeah, that's true. Domi to Nylander. Nylander towards the empty net. Oh, he missed. Ah. Willie. They're looking to get Willie a hat trick. Here's another opportunity. Nylander surrounded by 3 Seattle Kraken players. Can't get the shot away. Now Kampf to Domi. Get it to Willie. Willie holding. Kraken swarming the front of the net. Nylander will play it down for Domi. Domi in the corner. Gets jumped on. They're just trying to find Willie here. That's all they're doing. It does come free for Nylander, and it hops over his stick. Oh, no. Riley tries to send it on goal. Blocked by Ekman, or by, Larson. Sorry, not Ekman, Larson. Oh, man. Nylander with a couple of opportunities. There's still almost 4 minutes left to go, so he'll still get his chances. That shot, deflect wide. Here's Evans to Tolvanen. And he scores. Wow, what a shot. Damn. So the shutout will not happen for Woll, who has played well, but that is a hell of a shot from Tolvanen. Right at the top of the circle here. There's a lot of traffic in front, and it somehow finds its way through on the far side. I jinxed it, unfortunately. Wow. I mean, there's literally no chance for Woll. There's so many people in front, and he somehow finds the room in between all of the legs and the bodies in front. Finds it on the far side. So a bit unfortunate for Woll that he doesn't get the shutout, but it is what it is. Brooke Shannon deep here. Now, goalie pulled once again for Seattle. Puck wrapped around. And Nyes will get there first and chip it out. Allow the Leafs to change. Probably see Nylander out here again, I would assume. Oh no, just the defense that changed. Still the same forwards out there. Yorkshire down low. Out front by Eberle, and good Leaf sticks. Now Matthews with it. Knocked off his stick. Still in the zone. He tries to clear it now, and Riley's second opportunity doesn't clear. Bad. Bad job by the Leafs there. Got a little bit too cute. Looking for the empty net was Matthews, and it's allowing for an extended zone time by the Kraken. Ekman Larson knocks down his man. Good pressure there. Marner trying to help him out. He gets sticked in the face. I don't think any call is coming there. Eberle knocked down. The puck is still being battled for on the far boards. This is a great job by Marner there. Puck does eventually come out. Matthews will just play it off the boards. He's looking for that bounce pass, and he scores. Simple geometry for Matthews as he goes off the boards and in. He was looking for that. Matthews doing his math homework. Able to bounce the puck off the boards and in. Yeah, he knew where to place that puck. At his own blue line, off the boards and into the back of the net. There you go. It's my favorite jersey all time and my least favorite. As that's an icing call. So Nylander probably won't get his hat trick, unfortunately, but Matthews does get a goal here, which is, it's nice. It's good to see Matthews continuing to get goals. He could use one. And I mean, for an empty net goal, it's a good one. Yeah, and they're talking about how it's all fun and games until the other team's with an empty net until the other team scores, and that's definitely how the Leafs were playing. The Leafs were just only trying to find Nylander there that entire first bit of the shift. Yeah, and they're giving some props to Nyes and Marner, who were along the boards, and yeah, they had some good play there. Nylander with a shot, and I mean, hey, I guess he still has a little bit of a chance for that hat trick. Now they're going off for a change, though, so I don't think that's going to come to pass. Beniers turns on the Jets, but good job by Benoit to stay with them. Ooh, Robertson kind of gets an elbow in the face from Alexiak. I don't think that was intentional, though. Just a little bit of a size difference. November's been a pretty damn good month for the Leafs over the past few years. Well, it's not November yet. But yes, it has. Back from handing out candy. Welcome back. Hope you saw some good costumes. But my favorite jersey of all time and my least favorite. Kind of difficult, I would say. Ones that are up there for sure is the Kings Reverse Retro 2.0 jersey. Basically has everything that I love about Kings jerseys into one. Oh, shot it right off the draw. I don't know who that was sprawling for the Leafs, but it was Benoit, I think. That was a good block by him. Maybe a little bit of a hot take, but I also really love the Golden Knights home jerseys. I think those gold jerseys are just so ridiculous, and I love those. A lot of the 90s jerseys are fantastic. I mean, basically pick almost any jersey behind me, and that's up there for my favorite. As the Leafs do hold on, get the win. The Leafs will win 4-1. Good little birthday present there. And the Leafs, that was a solid game, for basically the entire time from the Leafs. They played well all the way through. And hey, it's another game for the Leafs where they didn't give up a 5-on-5 goal. Last game, it was all, man advantage, either on the power play or with the goalie pulled. In this game, it's also, once again, with the goalie pulled. Joseph Woll, wouldn't say he was tested a ton, but he was good. I thought he played well, and that second line for the Leafs, solid once again for the second game in a row. Nylander, Tavares, and Pacioretty, it looks like they found something with that second line, and probably will keep that. And the Matthews, Marner, Nyes line looked great also. Thank you again, Leafs fan. I appreciate it. Yeah, all around, just very, very solid. Very solid game for the Leafs. Not really much to say upon that. It was just, they played well, and they looked great. But I do think I'm probably going to end it there, because I got some stuff to go to, and stuff to do, so I am going to head out. I appreciate everybody stopping by, chatting. It's fun as always. I think, like I said, probably the Ottawa game on the 12th, I think is probably going to be my next stream. That's at least the plan. We'll see if that, actually comes to pass or not. Other than that, I'm going to try and get a video out for tomorrow, probably be my top 10 worst jerseys in the Adidas era, because I meant to upload that earlier and I never did. That will either be out tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll also do a couple of other videos I have planned, so expect more stuff, more content, and all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for talking. See you later. Appreciate it. Alright, bye.